This recipe is absolutely foolproof. I'm not even gonna give you measurements because it's a waste of your time. Today I'm making my Dijon chickpeas and it is extremely easy. I posted this on Instagram and a lot of you were actually curious about the recipe. I thought it was super boring, but turns out, you know, thinking about it now, this is actually a great snack, a great meal, really on the lighter side, and it's very simple with a lot of flavor. It's also a really good way to get yourself or your kids or whoever to eat food with nutrients in it, aka spinach and chickpeas, which, hello, that's pretty damn healthy. To start, I'm using the chickpeas by Goya Organics. Use whatever you want. Goya is cheap AF, so you know I'm about that. And then I'm just using the rest of spinach I have. We usually have spinach salad, so I'm just gonna use what is left, which seems to be a cup, but we're not measuring. Okay, stop, don't measure. Fresh parsley for topping. And then you can't make this without Dijon mustard. This is the hardest part of the recipe, is getting the mustard, because it means you have to get off your butt and go to the store if you don't have it. I'm using a red onion. You can use a white onion, sweet onion, shallot. You can use garlic. You can skip the onion. It's up to you. The world is your chickpea. The world is your chickpea. And I have salt and pepper. Obviously, we're using olive oil. So let's do this thing. First step here, we're gonna just drain our chickpeas and wash them off. You can be all fancy with it and put it in a strainer or a colander, but I'm just going to take the can, the top of the can, and leave a little opening and just get rid of all that water. Come, follow me to my rinsing place. I have the can, the top of the can, and literally I'm just going to make a little slit and let the chickpea water come out. I just don't feel like dirtying more dishes, so I do it this way. Once again, do it however you want. Turn on the water, very intense water. Ooh. And I'm just gonna rinse them and drain again. You can even use your hands. Okay, I do this a few times just to make sure all of that chickpea water is taken out and like anything in the can that's not natural or chickpea related is removed. Seems dry. And if there's a little water in there, it's fine. It's gonna cook off. But like I said, if you are cray-cray and you do not want any water, feel free to dry these off with a paper towel and strain them in a colander or a strainer. Let me bring you back to the normal place. Most of the recipe happens at the stove. I just throw everything in the pan. But the one thing you're gonna wanna do first is slice a red onion. You can use any kind of onion for this or just garlic. You can skip the onion, it's up to you. Use whatever you like, but I enjoy heavy onion flavors. Cutting off that top there. And I'm just going a slice. This feels like membraney. I'm gonna take that off. Your knife should easily glide through the onion. Also, if you are offended by large pieces like this, just slice it, but I like the large pieces because I love onions. I love them. Ah. I'm gonna use a cast iron skillet. You can use a saute pan, a fry pan. Honestly, any pan that can heat up on a stove. Just make sure there's a barrier of some sort in case your pan overcrowds. It also helps when you put the spinach in. I'm gonna set my heat to medium high. I'm gonna put some olive oil. Just do it until the pan is covered, the bottom of the pan. And then there's like a little olive oil cushion for the cushion. We're adding our onions. Hi. I'm the onion lady. Mine are coarsely chopped, very uneven because I like it that way. If you want to dice yours or slice them into rings, you can also do that. Add my mustard, and I'm just gonna mix that in. Add some salt. Crisping up, so I'm adding a little more olive oil. Woo! See that crispiness happening? These are almost done. That's all I got. So that's all it's going in. It's gonna wilt if you just continue to sploosh it around in the pan. You don't need to add anything. The heat's just gonna totally get it. And make sure you get the crispy bits off the bottom of the pan and serve it on top. That's also very tasty. Parsley always. You can just leave it on the stem, or you can just take the leaves and place. Let's finish it off with some pepper. Beautiful. It's so good. The mustard is so subtle. It's kind of like a mayo effect. That nice creaminess and a little bit of tanginess to it. Delicious. Another thing, if you're just in the mood to be a little cray-cray, you want some carbs, or you just want to make this a finger food, put these on a corn tortilla. Once again, these are just Goya corn tortillas. And then you have chickpea tacos, which, hello, it's kind of genius and the best thing ever. These are really, I'm saying it very dramatically because these are so easy to make for parties. If you just want to make this quadruple the batch I just made, I mean, come on. That is so simple. The corn adds a nice sweetness and a charred taste to the tangy, creamy chickpea mixture. That is so good. To be really honest, I like it in the tortilla even more, just because carbs. I like to say this is epically easy. Maybe I'll turn that into a show. I will see you next time. Thanks for following my channel. If you like me, subscribe. And follow me on Instagram. Dining with Skyler and Skyler Bouchard. I have 2 accounts. One is all about the food. The other one's all about my insane, weird, bizarre life. Follow whatever you want. Follow your dreams. That's what you should follow. Bye guys. I'll see you later.